So, go ahead, Goose. Look around. Check to see if there's any pots.
No, I'm getting all the bad rolls out now.
No, Rylan, what'd you get?
Okay. Damn it, okay.
We're gonna make you start showing your dice.
I got a 3.
Yep, there's none. Done. There's no more pots.
It's fine, don't worry. I have a last resort for this if I can't plot anything.
What's your last resort?
You're gonna find out later.
He won't tell you.
Okay, now that you guys have this bottle, what do you want to do with it? You have like notos in it, and the bottle looks like very like starry and stuff, and it's generally.
What happens if I drink it?
If you drink it?
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this. The moment that you open or destroy the bottle, he comes back out.
If I open it in my mouth.
Horrific things happen.
I'm gonna blast your head off.
Yeah, he just reappears and, like, tears your insides out. That's the only way I can describe it.
I'm just gonna take the bottle for now and put it into my little pocket dimension where I keep my weapons and my wings.
Okay, I'm gonna say before you do that, Ink is going to... he, like, grabs a little note from, like, the side, like a sticky note, and in his, like, ink writes, "Do not open or touch or destroy. Thanks." And sticks it on the bottle.
And I take that and I put it in my wing.
Okay, so you now have this very destructive bottle on you at all times. I could very easily open.
Oh.
Or break.
I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if there's anywhere safe to put this.
Wait a minute. So as...
Here.
Roll a perception check. As...
Cheese ball wants to like take some of the curtain and wrap it up, so it's like, you know, like when you go buy something that's glass, because I don't trust leaving it here. Someone will open it.
I'm gonna say as you're doing that, you see Ink. It's like slowly trying to, like leaning towards the bottle. And then you like look at him, you catch him, and he's like, "Oh, I had an idea of where to put it."
Okay, wait.
No. That's all I want to say to him is no.
No.
That's a nat 1.
Yeah, there's nowhere at all to put it safe. In fact, you think Ink would be a great place to give him the bottle.
No.
So you hand him...
I see I was rolling to see the area was trustworthy.
Wait. Ink can absorb things and they won't dissolve as long as he just put them in his mouth, correct? You said that before.
Yeah, it's like a pocket dimension. He just puts it in him and it just lives in him.
Yeah, I want to take it and shove it in Ink. Right in his chest.
Well, make a perception check to see if you know this.
Because this is before we learned about this ability.
Yeah. I mean, you guys just met Ink. As far as you know, the only thing, like, you haven't seen him put anything inside of, you know, his chest or anything, so... 12. Yeah, I'm gonna say you realize this. So you take the bottle from Goose, you're like, "Thanks." And you shove it into Ink, and he, like, staggers back uncomfortably, and then he's like, "Oh, yeah, smart place." And he, like, puts the rest of it back in. And he, like, he looks at me, he's like, "Not the place I had an idea for, but sure, I can hold on to it if you want."
Hey, Peyton.
Yeah.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's sand in here?
Again?
Yes.
Violet!
I said dirt.
Go ahead. The toes are gone, by the way.
That's a 14.
Yes. Yes, there's dirt in here. It's another tiny, tiny pot. Sure, I'm gonna say you see like a bottle of sand in there, and it looks like black sand.
I take the sand.
Okay. And what do you do with it?
I'm gonna, you said it was a little thing, so I'm gonna put it in my wing for now and save it for later.
Okay, that's smarter. I thought you were just gonna do it for no random reason, just... Alright, that makes more sense. Okay, so you guys take it, and I'm gonna say at this point, Inka's gonna start walking, like, towards the door and out the building. Zephyros is going to follow her just because she knows that he has her brother and everything, and she also doesn't know this person very well, so she's gonna follow Ink. It's not just...
I want to start quizzing Ink about who his daddy is.
Who his daddy is? Okay.
Yeah, who's your daddy?
You're asking him that?
Yeah.
So he looks at you as like, my dad? No clue. I think his name is the calligrapher, from what I could tell, but that's about it. Yeah, I don't really have a dad. Or a mom. Definitely not a mom. I do have a dad. I don't know where he is, though. Or what he's like. Or what's his name.
Relatable. How'd they make you?
How they make me? A spell, I think. I mean, I woke up in a tower. There's books everywhere. And now I'm here.
Yeah, you said something about demigod. Which one?
Demigod? Oh.
Yeah, you said that earlier.
Well, I know that they're getting demigods. And they said that right before they got me. But I don't know why they got me.
Can I do a perception check in the market to see if there's any health potions?
Health potions. Yeah, go ahead.
You guys hear my dog now?
Nope.
Perception, I think that's 13.
13. As far as you can tell, you don't see any, like, health potions in the nearby shops.
Okay.
But yeah, is there anything else you guys want to do? I'm guessing you're following Ink at this point since you're talking to him.
Goose kind of pipes up and is like, okay, so we have the first one to seal down. Zephy, where's the next relic and who do you suggest we go after next? Or what to do next?
Well, I'm not sure. I think Euros would be next. I don't know what we would do about transportation. We could try the train again, I guess, but...
No.
Yeah, that's not very good idea. And Ink, like...
What's going on in the background from the car we set on fire?
Sure. But you see Ink, he, like, pipes up and he's like, oh, I know just the thing. And he darts off to behind the building, and then he comes back and he realized that he somehow manages, he has like 3 different Pegasus on the reins, and also a motorcycle, but that's besides the point.
Wait, what? Goose like, kind of like pecks at the motorcycle a little bit, he's like, what is this?
Exactly.
Well, I don't know. I kind of saw it, thought it was the coolest thing. I knew about these Pegasus, I mean... I kind of saw them when I was in my ink bottle, and he was bringing me here, but the motorcycle's really cool. I think that's what it's called anyways. It's kind of written on, like, the side a bit in, like, small ink, so, or, like, print. I think they made this for him, but you guys can take the Pegasus, and I am going to take the bike. I think I have an idea for the next thing, so you guys, go ahead. I'll meet up with you. And at that, he, like, jumps into the motorcycle and starts, like, looking at all the stuff and pressing a couple of buttons. You hear it rev a bit, and he, like, eventually puts on this, like, hat. Helmet.
Is it actually a helmet or just a top hat?
No, it's a helmet.
Can the helmet have a mini top hat on it?
Sure.
Yay!
You don't know why, but there's, like, stars on it and just a top hat.
Yay!
Alright, so you guys, Zephyros is gonna hop on a Pegasus, because she's like, well, I don't think we should go back on the train, so I suppose this is our best option, with a newfound comrade, I would guess.
So, do we roll animal handling?
Yep.
Okay. They look for animal handling and proficiency bonuses.
Sephiroth's got a 10.
16.
16, okay. Cheese ball.
I'm going. 15.
15. Yeah, so you all pass. You all manage to, get the Pegasus to, listen to you, and you start flying off. Everything sort of, starts to fade away in the background, and then you start to see the, other town sort of fade into view. You also see down below, Ink is, speeding up, and he's just, barely in front of you guys. And, yeah, you guys get there, and, Ink is... Well, you're not sure where Ink is, but you know that everything seems to be pretty, there's no guards in the place that you're supposed to be in, but you hear and see a lot of people over on a other place, in the distance. So,
are we still in the air, or have we landed?
No, you guys have landed. You're now in Eurus's, east wind domain, I think it is. And, his palace is unguarded, but all the other people, you hear them in the background, and they're, to the far left.
Okay. Eavesdrop on their conversation.
So you hear... Okay, roll a investigation check? No, perception. Roll a perception check.
Why must it always be perception?
Not inquisitive rolls.
You want to check things out. That's the thing you use to check things out, usually.
I got a 10.
You got a 10. You don't hear a lot of things. You hear just a bunch of, worried, people talking to each other. But you think you hear them mention something about a black, inky boy?
It crashed.
Oh, I knew it. I called it.
Yeah, what do you guys want to do? I think at this point, Zephyros is going to be like, okay, guys, I suggest we check on him in a bit, but as of right now, I think we should make a beeline to Eurus's palace and get the artifact while we can, without the gods.
Pipe up real quick and mention the fact that he couldn't hear much, but from what he could hear from that conversation, they were talking really wordly about a boy made of ink or whatever. So, probably should check up on him soon after we're done with this.
Right. Yes. Yes. Well, I think I have a very good idea of how to get the artifact from, Eurus's palace and figure out his sort of puzzle. We each have our own sort of puzzle things, if you haven't picked up on that yet. But I know just the thing for Eurus's palace. I suggest maybe one of you could go to Ink, or we could all stay together and just go after him later, whichever one you want. But yes, I'm just gonna go head that way for a bit, and I'll be right back.
That wasn't suspicious.
Okay, Goose is gonna lean into Cheese Ball, and he's gonna go, okay, I'm picking up some sort of vibe from Zessie. Can you go check on Ink? I'm going to act like I am, hang back for a second, and trail Zeffie to see what she does if she thinks she's alone.
Well, no, you can follow her. She's not saying you can't follow her. She's just saying she's going to go after the artifact, and you guys could either follow her or go after Ink.
I don't know, Gabby put it in my head. Can I just roll to see if she's giving off a weird vibe?
Sure.
Fuck.
What'd you get?
2.
2? Zephyros is totally lying right now. Zephyros is, like, lying to your face. She is the most perceptive, most definitely biggest liar you've ever met.
I'm just gonna follow her.
Okay.
Good boy. I guess we'll go after Squishy.
You'll go after Squishy Boy. Okay, I guess first we'll deal with... Okay, I'll be there in a minute. I guess first we'll deal with Ink and... Or not Ink. We're gonna deal with Zephyros and Goose, and then after that we could go into... Actually, I do have to eat dinner at one point. So do you guys want to pause it here and then we could come back in a minute? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. I have to eat dinner, and if I don't go eat dinner, my parents are not going to be happy.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. But yeah, when we come back, we'll deal with Zephyros and Goose first, and then we'll go into Cheeseball and Ink.
Yay.
Yep.
Sounds good. See you in a bit, y'all.
See ya. Sorry that I kind of have to pause it. Okay.
Like, hug Zeffy some more, and he's like, maybe there's no clear answer to this, or way to fix it, but I can promise you this, that I'm gonna be there for you as long as I can for every step of the way.
Thank you, Goose. I appreciate it. Well, I guess we should just... I'll do what I can, okay? I'll just cherish the memories I had, and I'll make sure that I resolve everything here, and that everyone comes out as best as they can, I suppose.
I mean, you survived for us. Well, you survived for so long in the mortal realm. I'm sure if your brother is as fantastic or as capable as you say, I'm sure he will find some way to manage or survive down there.
I suppose so. I mean, there is a chance that he could live. I don't know. To be honest, Goose, me coming back is nothing short of a miracle. I mean, why do you think the spirits reacted the way they did? No one thought I would come back. The likelihood of a goddess, or anyone else coming back after that is so slim.
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible. But I suppose either way it would take quite a long while for him to come back, if ever. So
He may be not able to come back, but if we are able to return into your position, maybe you can watch over him. Again, it may not be the life he knew, but maybe you can make a new one.
I suppose so. But
Happy.
if I do become the goddess of all wind, that means that even if he does come back, he won't be able to return back to his position. Why are you laughing, Gabby?
Don't run me!
Has she been crawling on your head the whole time?
I'm sorry! I'm muting myself!
I just see me talking about this, like, very serious thing, and then I just see Gabby in the background, like...
But she's just on me! I'm sorry!
And with that, I suppose I'll just put the book in the hole and we'll get the artifact.
Are you teasing her?
Zephyros, she pulls out the same book that you guys saw with her earlier, the one she had back at the library. I think it's like Sunset of Dine, I think is what it's called. She goes over to the book lounge, and you see like a small like pedestal hole sort of thing, and it says in the pedestal there's like a little plaque, and it says "My Golden Memory." She places the book into the, like, pedestal thing, and you see that it, like, flips around, and on the other side is the, it's a pair of, like, what is it? It's a pair of these, like, wristbands that are in the shape of wings. And she, like, gets them out and puts them on her person.
I'm guessing those are his artifacts.
Yes, what? Yes, Goose, they were.
What was the memory?
When we were younger, me and Euros, well, I used to read him stories all the time, and his favorite story was that book. And I suppose that's, well, one of his fondest memories.
Goose rings his bell and just gives Zippy a really big hug.
Oh, she needed that.
Yeah.
You just see her, she's like streaming down tears. It's just like a waterfall.
Yeah. They just kind of sit like that for a minute, and he just hugs her as long as she needs. What does your rose turn into again?
A bird.
You sure Comfy doesn't look familiar, Sophie?
What are you talking about? Are you talking about fucking... What's his name? What's the bird's name again?
Comfy! I just said, does Comfy look familiar? I was being an asshole.
Are you saying Comfy is like a reincarnation of her brother? That would be funny.
If he's not actually dead.
I mean, I don't think that that's canon, but that's funny.
It's my head canon.
Also, Comfy, just to clarify, Comfy is like he's like a spirit hawk.
I just wanted to bullshit. And then the other guy turned into an owl, right?
Yeah, the other guy's an owl. Yeah.
Son.
Alright, I guess at this point, what do you want to do, Goose? Do you want to head back down? Look around?
I guess I just kind of want to, like, heading back and just kind of chit-chatting with Zeffie and just kind of asking her about her family, the palace, and just kind of, like, giving her a chance to mourn it and just be curious about the household, just trying to help her through her grief.
Okay. I mean, honestly, like, nothing, you listen to her, like, talk about her family and, like, the palace and stuff. Nothing really stands out to you. You know that Zephyros is, like, the older sibling to, like, all of them, and that she was kind of, like, motherly to them and generally, you know, sort of, in a way, raised them. They just kind of, like, appeared one day, because, like, that's what gods do, is they just kind of appear one day there, and they are all sort of in, like, a teenage form, but mentally they grow a bit. And Zephyros, she just kind of, like, raised them and, you know, made sure that they were all okay in, like, more of, like, a big sister way than in a parent way. They didn't really have any parents in any sort of shape or form. The only person you could kind of call a parent is Lohai. Lohai was, like, a mentor to her and would teach her how to, like, use their powers and stuff. But all she knows is that Lohai is, like, she's a mentor that's been there for many different gods and many different generations. She's not there just for them. And the only other thing she knows is that, I mean, she tells you a bit about, like, their different personalities. Euros was the youngest. He was always, like, a bit more shy and timid, but he also had, like, a more curious sort of personality and such. Notos was more outspoken and sort of flamboyant. He generally liked to have things about, like, knowledge and loved to do things about the stars because obviously he's like the traveling god, so he always had sort of a fascination by proxy with stars. And then Boreas was like the second oldest. He liked to try to take charge, and he kind of butted heads a lot with Zephyros, but generally they seemed on good footing. He was probably the most intimidating out of the bunch and the strongest, and again, generally he just sort of went around, like, he usually just sort of went along with Zephyros, but they never had that good of a relationship. The best relationship Zephyros had was with Euros, and she was okay with Notos. So. But nothing too necessarily stands out. That's just sort of the gist of what you hear when you're listening to her story. As you come out, you now see Cheeseball and Ink. And while you guys were outside, I guess we will go back to see what Ink and Cheeseball did.
Good question. How easy is it to tell? Actually, never mind. It's not relevant. Come into the door. What do I see?
Okay. So, there's not really a door per se. You go to the, like, I'm going to say that you were sort of in the middle of, like, the town. And, what was it? Zephyros and Goose went to this direction, and you start to go to the opposite, where you hear all the, like, worried people and stuff. And you see that Ink with his motorcycle is near a guard tower, and he starts to back up his motorcycle.
Where is he backing it up to?
Well, you don't know. You just see him sort of like back up a bit, and then you see that he puts his hand to rev the bike forward. What do you want to do?
Alright, I'm looking.
And you see a bunch of guards around there. You see like 20 different guards just chilling. And they're all like very worried, and some of them are starting to go towards him. And most of them are trying to like contain the crowd as well. But generally you see Ink making like a big ruckus. And things are seeming to get more escalated as he goes.
I want to give Ink bardic inspiration to do whatever the fuck he wants.
Alright.
Mow down some guards, mow them down.
So he that's a nat 20.
An extra D10 for whatever he wants.
30? He has 30 points.
For the next 10 minutes.
For the next 10 minutes, he has 30 points. And you see that he, like, runs over about 3 guards. And then he rams his bike into the guard tower. And you see that there's, like, a huge explosion. And the guard tower falls. And he walks over. He, like... He jumps off the bike last minute as it, like, rams and explodes the tower, and the tower falls. And he just looks over to you, and he goes, "Run!"
I'm gonna run.
Okay. Roll for dexterity. That's a 2.
No.
Ink goes to run, and Ink like turns around, and he like goes into a running formation. And sorry.
Yeah, 7.
7? Okay. Yeah, so you and Ink both tried to run. Ink turns around and runs, but immediately is stopped by a crowd of people all screaming and, like, worried. You also try to run, and you get, like, midway through the crowd before you're stopped, and you're just surrounded by people.
Are they trying to stop me, or am I just stuck?
No, I think you're just stuck. I think there's just a lot of people around you that are, like, really worried because the guards are supposed to protect them, and you guys just rammed a bike into their building and mowed down a couple of them. So they're very panicked right now. And they're very distracted, obviously, by the fact that you just mowed them down. Yeah. Do you have... What do you want to do?
All this is happening while Goose and Zeffy are having a very emotional moment.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not
What did you think he was going to do with the motorcycle?
Not this!
I want to scream and make the biggest scene possible about how the guards attacked my son. Come back, grab Ink and book it.
Okay. Okay. Roll a performance check at disadvantage.
Fair enough. Alright, pulling up.
This is what happens when you guys meet Ink, okay? He's just gonna be ramming bikes into buildings as he's creating a distraction for you guys. That's what's happening.
18 at disadvantage.
Okay, so you
My boy!
you managed to get on a piece of rubble, and you're like, my boy! They attacked him! They become corrupt! And then you, like, you scoop up Ink, and you, like, start to run again, I guess. Make a dexterity throw.
Saving throw?
No, not a saving throw, sorry. Just make a regular dexterity throw. 13. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna say that you kind of like struggle a bit, but you manage to get out of the crowd holding Ink in your hand, and he's like, nice job! As like a tiny bit of fire's on his hair.
Oh god, that's probably explosive. He's Ink.
It's like, wow, couldn't have done it better. Also, I'm your son.
Yes.
What?
We're not to that plot point yet.
Okay. Yeah. Alright.
Not for later.
Okay. So you guys all, like, meet up in the middle now, and Zephros and Goose just see, like, Cheeseball holding Ink, and a bit of Ink is on fire, and Cheeseball's covered in, like, soot and stuff, and you just hear people in the background screaming.
Did we just see like a giant pillar of smoke from like where the guard tower was?
No, what you essentially just saw was a terrorist attack, but we'll ignore that.
And Ink is just like a distraction, right? We had to get rid of the guard somehow. It just made it easier for you guys.
Wait. I'm in my human form. Ink doesn't know I can transform yet.
Wait a minute. Who are you? He's gonna make a perception check, actually.
Okay.
That is a 10. Let's see what's plus. Plus 12. Okay, so that's 12. Yeah, he knows who you are. He was a bit taken aback by first, but he's like, oh, okay, sweet.
Feathers plus feathers, yeah, well, it's up.
Goose just kind of looks at the pillar smoke, looks at you, and just goes, what the fuck happened? We left you alone for less than an hour.
Well,
It looked like a terrorist attack.
yeah, that's what
Hey,
happened.
my boy.
Yeah. Well, I got rid of the guards for you. Isn't that what you wanted?
How?
In the best way possible. What did you think? Also, I need a Pegasus. I don't have my bike anymore. My bike may have had an accident, but that's okay.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
Confidently nodding behind him.
Are you
He's
gonna?
both share his Pegasus with you.
I don't think a Pegasus can handle that more weight.
Why don't I ride with you?
Yeah, you don't need a whole... You weigh like 14 pounds at max.
Sure. Alright. Oh boy.
So you guys are heading towards the Pegasi again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Goose, everyone make a animal handling check again.
What do you do if the Pegasus just bites me?
Ink doesn't have to make an animal handling, just to let you guys know, because he's riding on Goose's thing, so.
10. 14.
Sephiroth got an 11. Okay.
Thanks for being stinky.
So I think, Sephiroth is gonna roll again for animal handling, and she's also gonna take a D4 of damage to see if the horse bites her. She got 3 points off. Okay. And that's a 13, so that one passes. So this time, it's like, at first as she's trying to get on the horse, it kind of, like, doesn't like her, and it starts biting at her, but, eventually it's fine, and she's able to ride off. Goose. As you and Ink are riding on the Pegasus, he kind of looks at you, and you're back into Goose form at this point. He looks at you, and he looks at your, like, wings that are holding the Pegasus, and he's like, why? And then he pushes you off.
Okay, I'm gonna fly beside him and yell, why?
Because you could fly! I need to ride, I can't fly. Why is a flying bird riding on a flying horse?
Because the horse is about to be a lazy fuck.
It's easier for the horse and faster for us if I do it and you fly. I promise I won't crash this one into another building.
Can you? Can you promise me that? Like, genuinely.
Yeah, totally. Make a perception check.
Oh, it's a 2.
Ink got a 19. Let me also see what plus.
Don't even try. I got a 6. And I bother adding my modifiers to that.
Okay, that's an 18. Yeah, as far as you can tell, he's not ramming anything into another building ever again. This is a totally responsible individual.
I am gonna regret this, but I don't feel like putting up a fight with this. I'm just gonna go fly by Zeffy.
Okay. This is so much fun. Okay. So as you guys are riding the Pegasus, at this point, let me go back. Okay. So as you're flying with the Pegasus, everything starts to fade out again and then fade back in. And this time, instead of like a big city, you just see probably the biggest palace you've ever seen. It looks like a coliseum, but if a coliseum was like twice the size. Like, this is a big building. On the outside, you see these like little gardens, and each garden has like different weather themes and stuff. And as you guys get closer and closer, you start to see these other like flying chariots, and they're going in the same direction as you. And you notice that, they're all just heading towards the same place. Do you guys want to make a perception check?
I would like to make a perception check.
But I'm trying not to laugh because I just remember that Cheese Ball still has a payday sticking out of his ass.
Whoops.
Oh, well.
So I got a 10 for my perception check.
19. Okay, yeah. So, Goose, you notice that all the chariots are different colors and that there's, like, people riding the chariots. And that they're not spirits. Cheeseball, you notice the same thing, except in a bit more in depth. You notice that they're not even demigods. These are, like, gods. Like, of many different kinds. You think the majority are lower gods, but you think you see at least one that's like a higher god.
Okay. So I got a 10 for my perception check.
Okay, at this point, let me go back. Okay. So as you guys are riding the Pegasus, everything starts to fade out again, and then there's like people riding the chariots. And as you guys get closer and closer, you start to see these other like flying chariots. And
Balls.
like
Okay.
top of the rank, and they're all heading towards this sort of coliseum like building.
Okay. Well, we're dead.
As far as you can tell, none of them have been looking at you or even seem very interested. But again, they're all going to the same place, and they're all entering into this building.
I can only fuck so many gods. I only have so much power.
Okay, so what's the hawk's name again? I forgot how to pronounce it.
Confé.
Confé. So I'm gonna turn to Confé and the others, and I'm gonna Confé, why don't we do a quick recon of the Coliseum, just fly around to see what we can spot, while you guys hang back to see if we can spot anything. I have a feeling like maybe this is where they're holding the evidence.
Okay. Yeah, so you and Confé... Oh, you roll a perception check as well as Confé.
Okay.
Confé got an 8. They're a hawk, so I'll give them a +2, so that's 10.
Okay. This is that's not somewhat.
Nat 1! Okay.
Yep, that's the building.
You see a bird tower and nothing else. In fact, you think you really want to take a big dump on that mid-air.
Wait, there's a bird tower?
Yeah, there's a bird tower.
Can I go the bird tower to ask them what's going on?
Well, Confé also rolled. Jeez.
What did he get?
Well, Confé looks at you and he's like, oh, I think I see passageways into one of the buildings, but I don't think there's much else. Everything else just seems like mostly gardens. There's only 2 entrances, or 3, sorry. There's one at the front for us to go into the building, and then there's 2 in the back. But they're metal bars, and they seem to be locked.
Okay, so front, 2 in the back with bars.
You're trying to go to the 2 in the back?
No, I want to go to the. I want to go to the bird tower, and I want to ask any of the other birds there if they know what's going on, if they've heard anything or got any messages.
So you fly into the bird tower with Confé, and they all look at you sort of confused, especially because there's this huge goose in their tiny bird tower. But you ask them, okay. Roll for persuasion.
Okay.
Along the way, you did a little poo.
12?
12. Okay. They all sort of look at you and they chatter a bit to themselves. These ones I think are more... Let me think. So these ones are more like eagles. The only way you could describe them is they're more like reddish orange sort of eagles. And they all look at you and they shake their head no.
Fair enough.
At once?
Well, maybe not at once, but as a group. No. They all look at you and disconjointedly they all shake their head no.
Okay.
Goose is incredible. He's not looking to make any enemies. From this new angle, though, can I try and make another perception check to see if I can spot anything now that I'm a bit closer?
Sure.
Perception. That's a 7.
It's a 7. Okay. Yeah, you see the same thing as Confé, but even more.
Like, can this be for inside the arena to see what's inside of it?
Well, unlike an actual coliseum, it's in the same shape and stuff, and it has the same arches, but the arches aren't see-through. In the middle is an actual building. You can't see through much, but you can see, you get a little bit of a peek through the bars, and you see something red and blue and shiny.
Okay, something red.
America flag. It's Captain America.
Can Confetti re-roll to see if he spots anything?
Yeah, sure. That's a nat 1. Doesn't see a thing. In fact,
Okay.
you think Confetti, he can't see anything. Like, it's pitch black.
Oh.
Like, right now for him, he can't see a single thing.
Okay.
Do you want to do a perception check or see what's up with Confetti?
Huh?
What's up with Confetti? He can't see anything right now.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'll do a perception check. Wait, why can't he see? Perception. That's a 13.
A 13. Okay, you look at Confetti and you realize you pooped on his face.
I never took a crap.
Yeah, you did. You got a nat 1.
Pause, please.
You got a nat 1, and he got a nat 1. You pooped on his face. His eyes are covered in your poop.
No, you said that. No, you said it was. I don't know what you said about it. No.
What do you mean, no?
No.
As a DM, you can't do that. I'm the DM. I say you pooped on.
No.
I say you're a goose. You pooped on the man's face, and he can't see nothing.
No.
I'm sorry, Rylan. It's written in stone.
No.
What do you mean no? Why do you not want this to happen?
Because it's gross.
Suck it up. You pooped on the man's face. He got a nat 1. He can't see nothing right now. Are you gonna leave the man hanging? Is he just gonna have poop on his face for the rest of the campaign?
No, looking to see what I can do. I use one of my water skins to kind of use that to get the poop out of his eyes.
Okay. You pour a bit of the water on his face and it comes off. He's like, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Now can he make a perception check?
Yeah, you can make a perception check. That's a nat 20. He thinks you cleared up his eyes real good. He notices that the red and blue thing in there is rather big and scaly.
Is that
Are those two dragons?
And you hear some roars.
Holy shit, those are two dragons!
Pause. I need to go upstairs real quick. My brother just got home. Stop saying good stuff.
Okay, we'll stop.
Oh no. Okay. Oh my god. I think I know what they're gonna do with the demigods.
It's so fun being a dungeon master sometimes.
As you're just watching my fat ass run up my stairs.
I was busy maniacally laughing, okay? I wasn't paying attention. I was busy watching the pain on Ryland's face and the hope slowly drain from her face.
Yeah, we were fucked. All I heard was dragons and someone took a shit on someone's head.
So to recap, Comfey, he got a nat 1, and at one point Goose also got a nat 1. Goose had accidentally, when he was taking a poop, it landed right on Comfey's face, in like right on like near where their eyes are. So Goose wiped it off and had Comfey like do another perception check. And Comfey realized that the red and blue like shiny things that Goose saw earlier were big and they were like scaly, and he heard 2 different roars.
Alright. Okay, fine. Alright, so yeah, Goose, take Goose and Comfey head back immediately, and as soon as he sees the others, Goose blurts out, they have a red and blue dragon, and I think they're gonna feed the demigods to them.
This is a blue eyes white dragon.
Exodia!
Alright.
So this is bad.
Ink starts walking straight towards the doors.
Okay, first, hold on. So there are 3 entrances from what we saw. There's the front, and there are 2 in the back. They are barred off, though, but it might make for a more stealthier approach.
Ink is going to the front doors. Zaphros is like with you guys, and she's like, maybe we should do the back. But Ink's already heading straight, point blank, to the front doors.
Things to do, people to see.
You think you see him take out both his daggers as he's going.
Oh, God. Goose shouts over, if we take the back ones, you might be able to fight a dragon.
He, like, turns around immediately and starts walking. Dragon! But wait, I want to go inside. I want to see where all these guys are. The gods? That's pretty cool. But dragon?
If you follow the lesson, not only will you see the dragon, but we can probably find all the demigods.
I'm just gonna Google real quick, what's stronger, ink or stomach acid?
No, I think I want to see the gods first. And then we can head straight towards the dragons.
Please.
No, but I want to see what all the gods are. I want to see Boreas. He seems interesting. I want to kick his butt. And also I want to ride his dragons off into the sunset.
Well, we can do all that later. We just need to go to the back first.
Nah, and he starts going back to the front again.
If I give you one of the magic beans in the bag of beans, will you go to the back?
He like pauses and turns a bit. All of them?
I'm only giving you one because I have a plan if things go bad.
No.
I will.
I don't want to. I want to see the gods.
Blue beans.
I'll give you 2 and a way to grow them whenever you want.
Wait, there's an attachment beforehand?
Yes, if you go to the back, if we take the back way, you're still going to be able to see the gods and the dragons. We are just able to do it in a more stealthy and smart way.
I don't want to be smart. I want to be cool. He starts walking towards the front.
You can't.
It will be cool when you jump on their heads from above. Look at that.
Like a bat. But I'm not Batman.
You can be Batman.
I don't want to be Batman. I want to be Ink.
Batman with beans.
Why can't I go to the front? Why are you guys so against this? What if it's fine? What if it's stealthy? What if everything goes well?
Because Batman can't be seen.
I'm not Batman. I don't want to be Batman.
Mortals can't be. They don't want any mortals here. Plus, you're a demigod. If they see you, they're going to arrest
I'm
you.
a demigod?
They consider
You said it earlier. Shut up.
I didn't say I was a demigod. I said they were getting the demigods.
Oh, wow.
I said they were getting the demigods and that they...
Shitted it out and be fine.
But I want to see the front.
You can't see the front if you get arrested.
See anything from the back.
Look, there's a reason they put me in a bottle.
To like encourage the inner teenager.
Look, there's a reason they put me in a bottle. They had such a hard time, putting handcuffs on me because I was so slippery and stabbing them and all the time that they put me in a damn bottle and took me to another castle. Do you not think I could storm in there and be fine?
You will be. We will not be.
Well, fuck you guys. I want to go see the cool demigods.
Can you do me a solid? As your father, can you do me a solid?
I'm your father. What? Whoa, man. You're coming off a little strong here.
Please. Come with Please.
Roll a perception. Roll a...
Persuasion.
Yeah, that one.
the wrong tab.
Persuasion.
25!
Alright, he's convinced he's coming with you. He puts his head down in shame and he slowly walks over like an upset child. Like, fine, Dad. He walks over.
Okay.
So you guys are, I guess, you're now towards the barred gates in the back. What do you guys want to do? Are you trying to break in through there?
I want to do a perception check to see if there's any way to get in or sneak in.
I agree. It's a good idea.
I got a nat 1. Can Coffee give me that?
What?
I'm fucking blind.
Can Confetti give me the help action?
Yeah, he'll do that.
Yay! Hey! Perception 18.
18, yeah. So you go up to this and you realize that not only is it barred, but it's also kind of enchanted. Like there's some sort of enchantment shield going around, and you think that it's attached to Boreas's, like, as a person.
Can I see anything inside the cells? Or the doors?
Yeah. As mentioned before, you get a, like, really good glimpse at the dragons, and you realize that these ones they're not fully grown dragons, but they're pretty big. Like, they're definitely, I mean, they're dragons. So they're not elderly dragons, like fully grown ones that have lived for a long time, but these things are pretty big. These are like adults. And you also realize that the demigods are all there. Like, they're barred up behind these dragons, and they are looking quite terrified at the moment. And they all, like, glance at you and start, like, pleading, like, please, get us out, please!
I say we're going to... Can I talk to the dragons?
Yeah, go ahead, talk to the dragons.
Okay.
At disadvantage.
I already have animal handling queued up, ready. Same brain.
Roll at disadvantage.
I just kind of want to ask them, just like, hello there, what's your names?
What's up, bud?
Okay. Roll that.
Okay. Oh, God. Okay. With disadvantage? Or...
Yep, disadvantage.
Okay. 13 plus, where's my animal handling? So, 13, 19, 19. Dirty 24. I got a 13 with my disadvantage.
Okay, so you look at these dragons, and if I could get my life together.
Oh, God.
So you look at these dragons, and their eyes are white, and they almost have this, like, when you look at them, they almost have this, like, hypnotized sort of, like, zombie-like state that they're in. And you think you hear them whisper their names. From what you can tell, one of them says, like, Muna, and another one says Setzel.
So, is Muna the blue and Cecil the red?
Yeah.
Okay. Muna, blue, Cecil.
But they don't say much other than that. They just say those two words.
Okay. I asked them how they got here.
They look at you, they say one word. And the only thing they say is Boreas.
Yes, okay. What?
Guys, don't hate me. I desperately have to go to the bathroom. I'm so sorry. I know I keep pausing us.
Okay.
It's all good.
Go ahead.
Give me 2 minutes. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So good. Should we wait, or can I? Yeah, I'll wait. I'm just gonna write down a few questions to ask.
Give me that. I'll be right back. I promise.
Okay.
So how's your day going, Rylan?
My day's going pretty good. I was doing some driver's lessons with my dad. Driving's very stressful.
Yeah, I agree. Especially when you get to like 95 and stuff.
Oh my gosh, you're going 95?
Like the, not miles, like the route.
Oh, no, I'm lucky. I'm getting to do mine on the base, so...
You thought I was going 95 miles an hour? Rylan.
So, I'm used to my dad talking about how he speeds a lot when no one's around, so when I hear numbers like that...
Rylan! I'm not going 95 miles an hour. I'm talking about 95, which I don't usually go on, but it's stressful because you have all of these ridiculous, crazy people packed in together. Yeah.
You know, I'm able to drive here on the base. It's really empty. I just have such horrendous anxiety when it comes to driving. But I'm getting to the point now where it doesn't feel like I'm gonna puke every time I get behind the wheel.
Well, that's a plus.
That's a plus.
Yeah. I know for me it's also really stressful. Maybe not to the point where I felt like puking, but I definitely had to like work my way up in confidence as far as driving goes. Yeah.
I want to hear something funny that happened last night.
What?
So, my family, we love candy, and so...
You do?
Times...
I'm joking.
Huh?
I said you do!
So, a lot of the times when anyone hears the crinkle of a bag, it normally means something sweet. But for me, in my sketchbook, in the back of it, I have a paper bag, and it has all my color swatches. And so last night when I went to go grab one of them, everyone was kind of swarming like, hey, what you got there? And it's like, color swatches.
Your family's a bunch of cats.
Yeah. That's actually what they compared it to. They're like, it's like the cats with the cat treats.
Also, I literally almost just pissed myself over D&D. I hope we realize I'm dedicated.
Okay, so you're talking to the dragons. What are you asking them?
I want to ask them, what are you supposed to do to the demigods?
Eat.
Nom, nom, nom.
Food. Eat.
Oh, shit.
Eat.
Okay. Okay, then I ask, why does Boris want you to eat the demigods?
They say power. No power.
Power. Wait, how does eating the demigods give him power?
No power.
Oh, no power?
Go power. The dragon.
Okay.
Keep in mind, they're like whispering to you like this. They're like, power. No power.
No power. Okay. No power to rise. Okay. No power. Weird. I kind of turn to the others and kind of like tell them the answers. I'm like, anyone got any ideas what they mean by no power?
Sephiroth sort of nods at this.
Power the motorcycle.
Boreas is trying to get they're hogging all the electric bills.
Exactly. Can't get it.
He's their landlord. He's kicking them out.
That sucks.
No, Zephyros like sort of nods and she's like, yes, well, as mentioned before, the ranking of everything sort of goes spirit, and then you have the demigods, you have the lower gods, which me and Boreas is, and then you have the higher gods. My guess is he wants to get rid of all of the surrounding demigods so that they in no way could overtake him or his throne or any other sort of opposing matters. It also sounds like somehow he wants their power in some way.
But how would the dragons eating them give him their power?
Well,
could you spell cast detect magic?
Sure.
Thank you. Arcana?
Yep.
Dude, I promise you I'm not cheating.
That's crazy. Okay, yeah, so you look at these dragons.
So good the last 2 days. Wednesday for your college friends, it's gonna be once. All around. Once.
You take a glance at these dragons, even when you first walked up to this, you recognize just by a glance that these dragons are under some kind of enchantment. And that you could tell that this enchantment is like related to Boreas. You think that these dragons are being controlled in some way and that they're not in like their right mind. That they're at kind of like bare minimum working capacity. Ink sort of pipes in and he's like, so when am I riding a dragon?
I have a plan, little one.
Oh, there's always a plan. I was supposed to ride a dragon and set everything on fire. That was my plan.
You're gonna get to do that, but we need to do it in a smart way that doesn't get anyone killed.
I don't want to be smart. He like grabs Goose and tries to chuck him at the barrier. Goose, make a Constitution saving throw.
I swear to God. I swear to God. 16.
16. Okay, yeah, so he tries to grab you and he misses. Luckily.
Oh. Okay. I'm sorry. Repeat that, Peyton.
I said he tries to grab you and he misses.
Oh, stuck, bro.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay.
He starts walking over to the front entrance now. I'm going to see the gods. I'm going to ride a dragon. And you guys can't stop me.
Okay.
I need revenge. I was stuck in a bottle for who knows how long.
So, do you want to do that plan now, Gabby?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do the plan.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going. You don't have a choice. Come on.
Okay. So do you want to cast that first and then I do the beans, or do you want me to throw the beans now to kind of like weaken it?
The dragon?
No, the bars.
I'll go first.
Okay.
So,
Are you going to distract the guards?
no, buddy. Bedroom.
Aw.
So from where we are, how far would you say from the center of the Colosseums where the dragons are?
It's pretty far away. I mean, this is a big thing, and you're all the way towards the back, and the guards, at least the ones that would be outside, or they're towards the front.
Mm-hmm.
So
How
it's...
far from the demigods?
So what's about this long? It's about 1,000 feet to the entrance, and about, 200 to the demigods.
Could you cast it on the dragons to snap them out of it, and I throw the beans to destroy the bars?
What are you trying to do?
Nothing.
You can't hide this from me, guys. I'm the DM.
Alright, we're just gonna go for it. Womp, it'll be fine. So, with my final spell slot, I'm gonna cast Catapult. I'm gonna cast Catapult, and it's gonna be an object weighing within 1 to 5 pounds. I choose the bag of beans, which is going to catapult it
Mm-hmm.
to the demigods.
Mm-hmm.
But the object flies in a straight line up to 1,000 feet in the direction I choose, demigods. But the only way you can dodge it is with the 16 or above dexterity saving throw. And it does 9d8's worth of damage at 32 points of damage.
Okay, go ahead.
And then, but it gets sweeter. You see, if you dump the bag of beans contents out on the ground, they explode in a 10-foot radius extending from the beans. Each creature in the area, including you, must take a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, taking 5d4 fire damage on a failed saving throw, or half as much damage on a successful one. The fire ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
Okay, go ahead and cast that and stuff, and then make a dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Done 18 just now for Arcana. Right here.
Okay, that's fine. So you cast that.
Ah, fuck. Okay. I'll take the
a 20 on the dexterity saving throw.
Nice.
Dang it. Perfect timing.
Hi, buddy.
Hi, buddy.
You look stressed out.
Am I?
Yes.
Hmm.
Are we stressing you out by nuking your Coliseum?
I guess. I don't know. Why does it look like I'm stressed out?
You look like an evil mastermind, like, slumped back in your chair. Like, you look like you're supposed to have a eye patch and be petting, like, a really fat cat. Yeah, there you go. So it's just Mateo.
That's funny. Maniacal laugh.
You okay?
Yep. I'm chilling. Trying to keep open-minded. You guys have definitely thrown me a lot of curveballs tonight.
Yeah.
I did not think that this is the approach you guys were going with, but I will try to make this as balanced in the way that you guys can't do certain things, but can do certain things.
I understand.
Yeah.
What did you think we were going to go with it? It's me and Rye.
I thought you guys were going to go through the front door.
Oh, funny.
You guys did not go through the front door. I didn't think that Goose would do a perception check, and then he did, and then I said that there's a barrier, and then they continued. So, I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna get to her. I got it.
You sent it to her?
Yeah, she's back. There she is. Just a little glowing blob. Rye. Try win.
I'm not seeing her, I don't think.
She's on my screen.
She's not on mine. Yeah, it says that she was invited, but... Oh, okay. There we go. She's popping up on my screen now.
Hi, buddy.
She's gone now. What is she doing? Rylan? Buddy?
Buddy, where you go?
Buddy. Buddy. One day we'll be able to do this smoothly. Today is not that day.
No.
I have to compile all of this into a video.
It's been about probably a cumulative 3.5 hours because we did have to stop a few times.
Yep.
I just sent a fat link.
Ba-da-ba-da.
Buddy?
There she is! Yay, we did it!
Not letting me join for the life of me.
Okay. So, you guys catapult the bag of beans on top of that area of the Coliseum.
Yes.
You watch as it goes up and it goes onto the top of the thing and it explodes. One of them ends up hitting Zephyros. Doing...
Oh, also, I rolled an 11 on my dexterity saving throw, so I failed.
You failed?
Yeah.
Okay. So roll I'll roll a d4 for you. So you take 4 points.
I have to roll 5 of them.
5 of them?
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
That's an 11. 11.
Give me 1 second. 5. 9. 11. 13. What's 13 minus 5? That's 8. 98.
No. I roll 5 d4s, and the total of them is the damage we took. I just rolled 5, and I got an 11.
Oh, okay. I understand now.
Yeah, I learned that too. It's when it's number D and then number. The first one's how many dice, and then the second one is what kind of dice.
Okay. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Just be happy it wasn't a direct hit, because then you would have had to take 9 d8s worth of damage.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys launch it onto the thing, and a couple of them hit Goose and Zephyros. Obviously, you guys kind of are a little bit in pain, but you're generally fine. At least Zephyros is. I don't know about Goose. Goose is taking a couple of hittings.
I'm at 104 HP.
All right, you're fine. You're dandy. Brush it off. You notice, though, that it doesn't seem to have much of an effect on the Colosseum part. It still has that enchantment on the area. So it blows up and it reveals it's very loud, and it reveals a bunch of the ceiling. But the shield is still very much protecting that area.
Well, I would just like to remind everyone, I gave Ink 2 beans and the materials to be able to grow them whenever he wants to.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know where we're supposed to go from here. I thought we just whip out the beans.
That's a sentence. Okay.
I think for your guys' birthdays, I'm just going to make a D&D dictionary of random-ass phrases that we've said without context.
I'm down for that.
That's cool. I'm fine with that. Ink is I know what to do, and he starts aggressively walking towards the front. More and more. And Zephyros is well, I suppose we tried. I suppose we follow the little ink boy with the magic beans to the front.
A quick question. Is Boris's artifact near his Coliseum or his house?
Well, his Coliseum is his house, I suppose. I mean, it's much bigger than I last remember it, but,
That's what she said.
But, I suppose it's with him. I assume this is still his house and everything. I couldn't think of another place. I mean, it's in the same area as where his house was, or his palace, so, you know.
I want to talk to the demigods real quick.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's like a crazy stealth check to get over there, dude. Does Goose have that kind of power?
Well, Goose can talk to them through, like, the bars. He just can't get to them. And they're also, like, sort of pleading, like, please, help us. Come on, please. I don't want to die, please.
We're trying. Did you happen to see anywhere where Boris is keeping his artifact? Any way to get you out? We're trying. Is Lohai in there?
Lohai is in here. Yes, please, help us. And Lohai sort of steps forward, and she's like, you have to reach the dining room. He has his artifact on. You have to get it from him and save us and go past these dragons. They're just behind the dining room. Please. You have to get his thing. Look, he's meeting up with the other gods. I'm not sure what they're doing. Just please help us.
We will. We swear we are going to.
Ink is like, I guess we should.
Well, you heard them. We should go towards the dining room. You want to fight Boris? That's where he's gonna be.
I guess. I mean, it's not a dragon, but... And that is where the gods are. Alright.
Steal him, you can maybe steal his dragon.
Dragon buddies. Yay. Alright, we'll go. I got this. He starts running towards the front. I mean, he was already on his way, and I guess you guys are following him, but he was already on his way, and now he's very convinced.
It was just like over his shoulder, like, we will be back. We just gotta hopefully get the artifact from him.
Make it back safe, please.
We will. We already have one of them already banished and captured, so we have a chance.
Well, that's good, I suppose. You guys all...
We should feed the bottle to the dragons.
Ooh, the dragons. Okay.
Well, it's in ink.
True.
Yeah, feed ink to the dragons. The ink can survive. Theoretically.
I mean, maybe. Is that why you were asking about stomach acid earlier?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I thought I said it out loud. Ink is stronger than stomach acid. It's not as high in pH, so it's not as acidic.
Well, to be fair...
Ink could be swallowed and shitted it out and be completely fine.
To be fair, ink does have an immunity to acid, so...
You'd be completely fine.
That's not a fun... That is not a fun imagery, okay?
Help.
Sorry.
I mean... Backup plan. Okay. You guys are now at the front of the Coliseum, and now that you guys are there, Goose, do you want to make a perception check real quick?
Yeah. I'm gonna do the online one, because my dice for me have not been working out.
The online's rigged. I've been having a great time.
Perception is an 11.
Okay. You think you see, as you guys near, you know how, like, Zephyros had, like, paintings for decorations and stuff?
Oh, I'm well aware.
You think that Boreas has a bunch of, like, animal trophies as his...
This isn't gonna feel good.
Oh.
Like, you see, like, moose and, like, you see some, like, deer, and you think you see some, like, geese.
I want the goose.
What?
I want the goose.
And I think you realize that he likes to hunt as a pastime. You also, as you study more and more and you, like, look further down, you realize it's not just animals, it's, like, other mortals. You see a couple of other things on display, like, you see these, like, tiefling horns and, like, satyr hooves, and,
I want the goose.
Cheeseball, you think you see something familiar.
Ain't no fucking world.
I'll kill myself. Cheeseball will fuck up this whole timeline. He'll end it. Alright, perception. I'm gonna roll perception, see if I can just see what it is.
This gives him the help action.
I don't want to know what it is because I got a 22.
Oh no!
You think you see the head of someone you loved.
Wait, one. There was a lot.
You think you see one of your husband's head on the wall?
That's unfortunate.
If everyone could see, like, Goose at first when it was just animals and he saw the geese, he was like, he was disturbed, but that's a natural part of it. He knows people hunt his, he's a goose, he understands that. But, like, the face of utter horror as he kind of looks at Zeffy as they get further down and it switches from animals to people. He's like, Zeffy? Zeffy, what the fuck has happened, Zeffy?
I'm not sure this is not like him. We've always had our differences, but I didn't think that this would happen. I think, well, sometimes with some other gods, they sort of see mortals as animals, and I think that Boreas has sort of turned the same way.
To add on to Zeffy's horror, I'm gonna walk over, hold his head in my hands, and start crying about Provlone, aka my husband. Traumatize her a little extra.
There are no words said. She is just she's looking, her mouth agape in shock. And Inka's like, oh, this is interesting.
Goose is just kind of like,
You alright, buddy? And he, like, pats you on the shoulder a bit.
Goose kind of, like, does his best to, like, hug you with his wings and just, like, kind of comfort you the best he can. He's, like, it's a silent comfort.
Yeah. Ink, again, Ink is, like, he's not trying to be rude, but he doesn't know how to comfort you, so he's just like, you alright, buddy? And he, like, puts his hand on your shoulder and taps you a bit. And Zephyros just stood there in shock watching this. Like, she just doesn't know what to do.
Well, I'm not gonna leave him here.
You're gonna pocket his head?
No, I'm gonna put it in my backpack. I'm not gonna leave him here.
Okay, you're pocketing his head?
Guys, I'm gonna be very honest. If I, like, found your guys' dead bodies in the woods, I would rather die with you in those woods than leave your bodies.
Thank you.
I'm taking them with.
I mean, that makes sense, but that's also a horrific imagery. You and the painting you have in your butt.
Cleaned.
I mean, yeah. It has its eyes still open and everything.
That's
Oh,
fine.
God.
I'm not leaving him here. Also,
Okay.
no comment on his name being Provlone.
I mean, I already knew that most of... Look, you already have a chief named Feta, so everything's food and cheese named.
One of my wives was named Swissley.
That's cute.
Amazing. That's adorable.
Yeah, she's
But yeah, you pocket his head and you look at each other, and what do you want to do now? You could look at the other rooms if you want, or you could continue straight towards the dining hall.
Goose, I think he's just gonna like make a passive perception check just to make sure there aren't, to see if there's any more people and just like dead bodies around.
Okay. Go ahead.
Perception. For once, we didn't get an 11, and instead we got a 14.
14. Okay. You don't think that there's many, like, you don't really see bodies per se. You just sort of see, like, parts. Like, you see tiefling horns, you see, like, the satyr hooves and stuff. It's really just, like, parts. You might see, like, I think you see one other head there, but it's just sort of, it's a dragonborn. It's not really anyone you know.
Okay.
In any way.
I want to head towards the dining room, but not before saying, Zephy, you're not allowed to be upset about this anymore.
I agree, yes. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
And Inka's like, well, time to make some chaos happen, I suppose.
I thought you just said kale, and I was like, I'm sorry.
Chaos.
Did I miss a chapter?
He's making chaos happen, jeez.
Nah, we're making kale.
Good old revenge, am I right?
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Can I just like kind of eavesdrop or listen in on the doors to the dining room just to see if I can hear anything or like get a game plan going?
I mean, there's not really doors, it's just an arc, like an archway. You see that there's, like, a whole bunch of people there, like, lots of gods and stuff. And at the center of it all, like, towards the far back middle, you see what you can only assume is Boreas. And he has this, like, golden bear cape that's, like, hanging from him. And he's sort of standing, like, sitting in his throne, sort of smug looking and, like, looking out against all the different people. You see a lot of servants carrying, like, food to the tables and such, and you see, like, a couple of people heading towards, like, the bathrooms, which are more like public bathrooms than, like, individual stalls and stuff. Yeah.
Can I do a perception check to see what the food is?
Sure.
I don't know if they're gonna go full on cannibal or not. 17.
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem like they have any, like, human-ish looking, like, any mortal food, like, of people. You just see, like, a couple of food that looks native to the ethereal, like, to the astral plane, and you see, I think the one that stands out to you the most is you see this, like, bowl of noodles. They're, like, Feige noodles looking sort of thing. Everything else is just sort of, it's just food you've never really seen before, but none of it looks mortal, like, has any cannibalistic nature to it.
Okay. Goose kind of turns to Ink, and he's like, okay, want to start some chaos? Why don't you plant those 2 beans I gave you and throw them in to see what happens?
Yes. He gets out 2 of the beans, and he, like, plants.
Just like before that, I do that, and when you do, let's run and hide, try and see if we can get him alone, or just to throw them off their game.
Okay. He goes over and he like starts to head sort of sneakily towards like the side of the dining hall, and you watch as he plants 2 of the beans and he starts shouting. And all of the gods look at him, and there's just, like, raining. It's basically just raining, like, pink toads everywhere.
There's more to that they can do. Like, well, no, never mind. This is going to be more fun.
Yeah. And you see that Boreas doesn't really, like, move from his throne. He just sort of, like, looks at the area in disgust. And he, like, sits there. And all the other gods don't necessarily, they don't seem disgusted, but they're not bothered by it either. They're just, like, sort of, like, huddled around him trying to see what's going on. Like, what is he doing?
Do any of them touch the toads?
Yeah, a few hundred of them touch the toads. And you just see monster after monster after monster. And none of them, like, all of them start battling the monsters, but none of them are really, like, affected too much by it. And you just see, like, ink go underneath, like, the crowd in between their legs, like, crawling underneath their legs, and then he eventually pops back up and he's like, did I do good?
Yes. Okay. That should give us an instruction to try and take his artifact, I'm assuming.
Yep. Alright, let's go. And he, like, runs off towards Boreas.
Yeah. So yeah, let's, I guess...
Hey, I just text you. Can you give me a nod or a head shake if you think I got it right? I didn't want to spoil it for Rye, so I just sent it to you. You're a whole person. Thank you.
I'm a little sad. I'm not gonna lie though, I kind of do wish we rolled again because one of the chances is literally just a giant beanstalk sprouting and growing to the height of the GM's choice to choose a great view of Cloudy Giant's castle or a different plane of existence.
You're trying to make a different plane of existence in the...
Yeah.
I don't think that would work.
There's a genuine theory that existence is linear, so...
Okay.
Work.
I mean, it's pink toads now, but it's already chosen, sorry.
That's the title of this campaign now.
You're asking what it is?
No, that's the title now.
Pink
Eat
toad.
nuts, eating things, and pink toads.
Alright. Are you guys going into combat, or do you have anything else you want to try?
I can try to do is... Yeah, I guess we're probably going to be going in initiative, because we're going to...
We have to... Is there a... It'll probably have to be a high stealth check, which I understand. Is there a possible way for us to get through without gated combat?
Yes. You think that... Roll a perception check.
I'm just going to let you do that, and I'm just trying to get all my bad rolls out right now, because my perception has been shit this campaign.
And
10?
Okay.
You think that in one of the rooms that connects to the dining hall, that it leads to the dragon lair. But as far as you can tell right now, behind... I'm trying to think. So there's two different ways you can do this. Right behind Boreas, you see like the stairs that goes up to the second floor, and you also see in those stairs, it has like archways leading to the dragon's lair. You also know that the dragon's lair has another passage, like using one of the rooms that's connected to the dining hall, but you don't know which room that is. As far as you can tell, the two rooms that are connected is the kitchen and the bathroom.
you guys go get the artifact. Me and Bubs, we'll go hang out with some dragons. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Ink, as he was like running towards the thing, he like does a U-turn and comes back. Alright. So you're just leaving both of them to fend for themselves against Boreas?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm all mad at her right now.
Why? What did she do?
I had the nerve to be a little fetty spaghetti when my decapitated husband was on display.
She didn't know that. She didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, she's not allowed to be mad anymore.
Yeah, but like that, you're getting revenge on her for something she didn't do.
Not revenge. She'll live.
Okay.
I have a plan. Me and Bubs have a plan.
Okay. Goose, Zaphros, what are we doing?
I'm gonna try and roll for stealth to take the artifact.
Roll at disadvantage.
Never mind. Alright, shit, yeah, I guess we're just rolling for initiative then.
Okay.
7.
That's a 2. Yeah, so you go first, and then it's Zephyros, and then it will be... Actually, no. It's Boreas, then it's you, and then it's Zephyros.
Okay.
So you're initiating combat.
Yeah, because, like, let's be real, we're not stealthing this, are we?
Okay. First we're gonna cut to Cheeseball and Ink, because I assume the combat's gonna take a minute, so... Alright, Cheeseball, which room are you going to? Are you going to the kitchen or the bathroom?
Dragon.
Yeah, but the dragon passageway is connected
Kitchen.
to one of... Okay, the kitchen. So you head towards the kitchen, which actually cuts through the big old crowd of gods fighting all of their, monsters that's around them. Make a dexterity check. That's a nat 20 for Ink.
Love that for him. You're doing very well, my son.
Hey, he's not your son yet.
I feel like I call everybody my son, like in RIL.
I guess so, yeah.
Like RIL, me.
No, you call everyone babe, not son.
Bub,
Blub.
babe, bud, baby.
Blub.
21.
21. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so you and Ink masterfully go through this, crowd. And when you get to the kitchen, you just see, a bunch of spirits similar to what Zephyros had, except these ones are more, earthy, tree-shaped and stuff. And, they're just kind of carrying about food. What do you want to do? Are you doing a perception check? From what you can immediately see, you don't see the passageway.
I'm gonna find the closest spirit and with the most amount of charm, my little dwarven body can come around. Hello, darling. We're in a bit of a rush. We need, for the performance, we're in much of a rush. We just need to get to the Dragon's Quarter. It's our first time here. They need a more layer of saddles before we can perform for the night. I'm gonna gesture to my backpack and be like, I just need to saddle him up.
The spirit looks at you a bit confused, and then you hear some wind chime sounds as it tries to talk to you.
Can you point me in the direction?
She the spirit nods a little bit and then points to the other side where the bathrooms are.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
She blushes a bit and does this.
Love that. Leaving this spirit realm with many hoes.
Alright. Roll another dexterity throw.
Okay.
That's a twee. A 3, and what else? I think Ink is actually very dexterous.
16.
16. Dex, he has a +1? What? Okay, so that's a 4 for Ink. He tries to get through, and he doesn't manage to do so. He kind of gets tangled up in all of the different gods feet and stuff, and he's just kind of on the floor. He's like, help! I need help!
Errol's strength tries to grab my son.
Yep, go ahead.
Dude!
Man, you're on a roll today.
On Wednesday, it's gonna be nothing but ones.
Yeah, probably. You scoop Ink. You scoop Ink up, and then you masterfully carry him all the way to the bathroom, and you don't even let him down at the bathroom. You're still holding him by one arm.
Love that. Just
You pick him up like he's a kitten by the scruff of the neck, and you just
got it.
come on. But yeah, you go in there and you see that there's a bunch of bathroom stalls and stuff, and you see this doorway, and it seems like a pretty straightforward to the dragons. And Ink sort of what's the word? He struggles out of, like, your grasp, and then he, like, darts off to the dragons.
Okay. I feel like we should switch back to you guys now.
No, we're staying at the thing. We have to.
Oh.
Because Boreas is the final boss, so you guys are going to be stuck on him for a while.
Okay.
The dragons are also kind of the final boss if you engage with them, but if you don't, then you just save the people.
Yeah, I'm engaged with the dragons. So what do I see? Are they chained up? They vibing?
You see that the dragons aren't chained up. The people are barred against the wall, and they're on, like, the opposite end. And you see that Ink, sort of is, like, he's sort of, like, tiptoeing around, like, the sides of the walls, and you see that he's trying to make a break. He's trying to, like, stealthily go onto the tail of the dragon and, like, go onto the back, but as of right now, he's just going, like, around the walls.
Red or blue is he heading towards?
It's a 19. He makes a good stealth check. He is going towards the blue one.
Alright. With my actual final spell slot, I want to cast Animal Friendship.
It's a bold move. Alright, go ahead.
Thank you. Wrong tab.
Hold your breath, Rylan.
19.
Yay! Okay. I'm gonna say that you do manage to cast Animal Friendship on the blue dragon. The red dragon, though, is still under the control of the other guy. So at this point, make a stealth check.
Okay. Wrong tab. 13.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say that it like starts to notice you, and it like turns its head and starts to like move towards you. Ink manages to climb up the back of the blue dragon, and then he orders the blue dragon 15, 17. He orders the blue dragon to attack the red one, and they start going at it.
No, why?
Well, the red one was about to attack him, so...
I want to encourage my dragon to unleash its inner bard.
Your dragon is the blue one.
Yeah.
Ink is on top of the blue one, and the blue one's eating, or trying to, hurt the other one.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and overrule Ink and try and get the blue dragon to, put the moves on the red one to distract it from its spell.
Roll at disadvantage, because it's already trying to attack the other one.
Well, what am I rolling? Animal handling?
Yeah. Animal handling or persuasion?
I'm going animal handling because I never use that one.
Okay.
I can never open the right tab when I actually need it. Like, I always divert back. 18. Please. I'm whispering dirty, I'm wishing flirting tips. Who is here?
Okay, the dragon,
Skills.
midway through, it, bites the other one, and the other dragon thinks it's pretty kinky. And they start conversing.
I felt so bad for Debbie. Gods.
And I think Ink is upset and a bit disgusted by this, and so he slides down the back of the blue dragon and gives a really mean, dirty look to Cheeseball.
Mm-hmm.
He's then gonna cast to create water on you.
Okay.
Alternatively.
You're just gonna hose me down? Thanks, bud. Rylan, all I can see is your foot.
Yeah, he's just gonna use create water and just control it so that you get all soaked and you feel kind of gross.
We're live. I'm gonna ignore all that. We're gonna let them do whatever they want to do, and you and I are gonna go get some friends out here. All right, buddy? Can we be better?
No, you ruined my entire plan. You guys, first you told me that we get to help them and that it would be quicker to get the dragons. Then you guys give me some lame beans. and now, I didn't even get to meet the gods. I had to distract them. And then I wanted to ride a dragon. And you made them do their thing.
Perhaps if they make a baby, you can keep the baby.
I don't want the baby. I wanted to ride the dragon and break through the walls and kill Boreas. It'd be glorious.
We can kill Boreas, but we have to get the demigods out of here first.
Not with the dragons conversing.
They're not conversing, they're...
Yeah, they're conversing in other ways.
Conversing with their bodies.
Don't say that again, please. You don't think, Ink isn't, asexual in any way, but he's definitely, he does not like...
He's, 14.
Yeah. He's, 14. He doesn't want to know this. He doesn't want to be seeing this right now. He thinks this is gross. In fact, all of the other demigods are looking away and just staring at the two of you.
I just want to imagine the dragons are just making flirty eyes. They're not doing anything.
Okay. That's
They're waiting for some privacy, which we should give them by getting these demigods out of here.
Okay.
I'm very proud of my dragon for being his bard. Very proud of him.
Thanks. Yeah, so you two make a... Let's see. Ink has his thieves' tools, and he starts picking the lock.
Love that.
Let's see if he has any proficiency in that.
He should.
He's part, rogue, so... Insight, acrobatics... Is there any way for you to see if he's proficient in, certain tools or weapons?
Proficiency are going to be in your features and traits. It should be one of the very first things you can see.
Yeah, it just says insight and acrobatics.
But in that case, he is not proficient in that, because when I look at mine, it literally says hand drum, lute, bagpipes, sleight of hand.
I don't know why it gives you all those. Okay. Inventory, thieves' tools.
Well, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, it says tool proficiency. I'm proficient with brewer supplies, obviously.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about his thieves' tools. As far as that goes. As far as if he's proficient in it.
Then it probably doesn't sound like it was marked off.
No, it doesn't look like he is proficient in it. Because to be fair, he is a level 10 fighter and a level 3 rogue, so he's not very good at roguing, but he can fight people.
Alright.
So that's a 15. I'm gonna say that he tries to pick the lock and it doesn't work the first time.
It doesn't work the first time or at all?
No, it doesn't work the first time. He can try again, but as far as he could tell, it didn't do anything.
Alright. Cheesel's coming in. I want to try and have him, like, pass me the tools. Just pass them. Just ask him, hey, let me try.
You better be careful with this. These are precious.
I'll buy you a new one.
It's not about getting me a new one. These are... I need these. Don't break them.
I understand.
He, like, slowly and sort of very hesitantly hands them to you.
Thank you. You want to hold my backpack?
No, I don't want the head in there. I'll hold on to that nice painting you got in your butt cheeks.
I don't think he wants it.
No, he wants it. He wants the money from it.
There's been a significant amount of exercise. I wouldn't want anything from anyone's butt cheeks after all this.
Give me the painting.
No. I'm sparing you.
Make her persuasion check.
Okay.
That's a nat 20 for ink. Plus
17.
minus 1. Yeah, that's a 19 for ink. He wins.
Alright, he can have it. Don't suck. It's sweaty.
Okay. Alright, sweet.
Alright, what am I rolling to pick this lock?
Just roll a regular d20. There you go.
Will that be sleight of hand?
Yeah, it's a sleight of hand.
What?
Sleight of hand.
Oh, okay. You fool! You've fallen into my trap. I get +7. I got 26. Ah!
Dang. Okay. You have even more than ink, and he has +4.
That's fun fact. That's with me going back and manually bringing down his settings. He had +9.
Okay, yeah, you pick the lock, and it pops right open. And ink sort of, like, snatches them from you.
I understand.
And you just see a bunch of them, like, flood out of the thing, and they're, like, beelining it towards the dining hall. Yeah. Alright, cutting back to Zephyros and Goose. You guys are squaring up with Boreas. And it is now, it's his first turn, because he gets, first initiative. Let's see. Okay, he's gonna cast Enhance Ability, specifically Bear's Endurance, which means that he gets to roll 2 d6s for temporary hit points.
Oh.
4, 2, so that's 6 in total. Okay. Alright, he is also going to do, let me see if he has any bonus actions. Bonus actions, where are you? There it is, bonus action. 2 weapon, fighting. Okay, he's going to use... I think he's going to use his mace. No. Let me see. Never mind. He's not going to use his mace. Let me actually do those. Oh, wait. He can do different spells. Wait a minute. When you cast a spell that has a duration of 1 minute, you can extend it.
And I love you. And I love you back.
Yeah, so for the first one, he's going to use Quicken Spell, which means that he spends 2 points on that thing, and then he also gets to get a bonus action for that round. So in that case, he is going to cast, let me see. Okay, he's going to cast Fear.
Oh.
And the description is, you project a ghost image of a creature's worst fears. Each creature in a 30-foot cone must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or drop whatever there is that they are holding and become frightened for the duration. While frightened by the spell, a creature must take the dash action and move away from you by the safest available route on each of its turns, unless there is nowhere for them to move. If the creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have line of sight on you, the creature can make a wisdom saving throw. On a successful save, the spell ends for that creature. I will also say you guys can't escape from the dining hall because the gods are sort of blocking the exit, at least from like the entranceway behind you. So, yep. Now you and Zephyros need to make a wisdom saving throw.
The DC again?
His DC?
Yeah, for her to beat the fear condition.
13.
13. Come on. 15 without adding anything.
Zephyros got a 7, so she's succumbed to it.
Can I give her the help action?
Sure.
Yes.
So that means I roll again?
Yeah.
It's a 3. Pfft, nope.
Happy.
Frightened. Oh, a frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within a line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. Let me also check back to see how long the fear lasts for.
Well, whatever others I've seen, like, at the beginning of the person who's frightened's turn, they roll to see if they, hit the DC to get out of it.
Yeah. For 1 minute. So it's for about, I'm going to say the next round it lasts for, and then after that it stops.
Okay.
It is now Goose's turn.
Okay. Okay. First, I'm gonna go into a rage.
Okay.
Okay. And then next, is that? Oh shit. Okay. Frenzy's attack. So bonus action. All right. Okay then. Then I guess I'll swing at him with my great axe. Does a 12 hit?
A 12 misses.
Okay. Inspection. Okay. I'm reading my tokens. I have. You can attack twice instead of once, or you take a turn attack on your. Oh, I have 2 attacks automatically. Frenzy gives me a bonus to that. Oh. Okay then. 14. Dirty 22.
For your weather to see if that hits.
Yes.
Yeah, so that one would hit.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
Yeah. Wasn't great. 7.
7. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm trying to see if he has any resistances to anything.
Okay.
Oh, defenses. Okay, I see.
Oh, wait. You have advantage on mission rolls if you are surprisingly not.
Where does it say your... Oh. Your HP increases... Okay, wait a minute. Meta magic, ability score improvement.
Oh shit! I'm reading through my rage, and I just learned you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Well, that would have been...
Hell yeah.
That would have been useful. Where does it say his resistance is? I'm not seeing any. I know he should have some, right? Okay, I can choose it. Okay.
Check your check features and trait and racial traits, maybe? I don't know.
Give me 1 second. Okay. Sorry, give me 1 sec. Okay. So he has resistance to bludgeoning, lightning, piercing, and piercing from non-magical attacks. So that's bludgeoning.
No. My great axe is slashing.
Slashing. Okay. How many points of damage is that?
7.
7. Okay.
Yeah. No, I was reading rage, and I learned that while I am in a rage, I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Okay. Yeah, so you do that, and it looks like you've made barely a scratch on him.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
It is now Zephyros's turn. She's going to do... Let me see. Let me double check on that. I think she has to make another wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, she gets the DC, which was 13, you said, then she snaps out of it.
That's an 11. Yeah, she's still afraid, so she doesn't do anything for this turn. It's now...
Even her modifiers?
Her modifiers. Actually, I didn't realize that. I forgot about that. You're right. Yeah, she has a +0 on her modifier.
Ah, shit.
So, yep. It's now Boreas's turn. Wait, nope, not that one. This one. It's a 13. He's going to... Let's see. Sorry. He's going to cast... He's going to cast Stone Skin on himself, which means that he has resistance to non-magical, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Fuck him. Okay.
So he does that. And then, as a bonus action, he's going to use... Where is it? There it is. So he's going to convert one of his sorcery points. Yeah, he's going to get another sorcery point back, which I believe is like the slots that I used. Is that right?
I don't know.
No, wait, I think sorcery point is when he casts it.
Ah.
And
it paints up little boxes when you using them up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think sorcery points is when you are casting it.
Yeah. It makes sense. You can't have sorcerers be like using magic unlimitedly.
Yeah. So yeah, I think he's gonna use 2-weapon fighting, which in that case means he attacks you once with a weapon, I think.
Okay.
Is that how it works? I don't know.
I think so, because 2-weapon fighting.
He's gonna use his mace. Yeah. That's a 1. He tries to use the mace and it backfires on him, hitting like one of the arms. And he takes... So that's a d6. Where is it? What's a d6 look like? There it is. Okay. It's 5 plus 4. It's 9 points of damage.
Goose just kind of just like underneath his breast goes, well, that was embarrassing.
It's now Goose's turn.
Okay. So now knowing that I have 2 attacks, I'm going to use my bonus action frenzy attack to give me 3 attacks because he has resistances to so much. Now I'm not leaving this up to yet.
Okay, so that one hits.
Yeah. Oh,
and it does twice the amount of damage?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the candy dice Gabby gave me.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. And that's 10 points. So 20 points of slashing damage.
And that's halved because he's resistant to that.
Yeah.
So that means that he has... What was it? 10. What did you say it was again?
The total amount of damage for the first attack was 20, but slash is 10 points of slashing damage.
Right, okay. Thank you. Alright, roll again.
Attack number 2. 18.
18, so that's 9.
No, 18 to hit.
18 to hit, yeah, that hits.
Okay. Woo, that was a nice one. 18 points of damage.
18? That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 9.
Okay. And then third attack with frenzy. 14 to hit.
14 to hit, that hits.
Yes. Okay. Well, yeah, that's another really good roll. 17 points of damage in total.
So that's... How much would that be? In half? 17.
Hey Alexa, what's half of 17?
The answer to half 17 is 8.5.
Okay, so it's 9 points of damage.
Alexa said 8.5. I don't know if you just want to do 8.
No, I just round up to 9.
Okay. Ooh, generous.
Alright, it is now Zaphros' turn. On her wisdom saving throw plus 3, that's a 14. Yeah, so she's out. She's now not on her wisdom. Like she's not fearful anymore of him. She's going to cast never mind. This is fine. Welcome back.
Hi.
Alright, now we just gotta wait for Gabby.